Man, trust me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Being comfortable in 2025 in today's society nowadays is probably one of the most easiest things to do. Because when you're uncomfortable, when you make yourself uncomfortable, it can feel overwhelming, stressful, and just like, bro, you just want to give up all the time. But that is why I feel like some of you are not reaching your fully financial potential because you're being too comfortable. And in today's video, I'm gonna tell you guys why you should want to feel uncomfortable, why being uncomfortable is a good thing, and why it will impact your life financially and for the better. So if you guys are willing to listen to what I got to say, this is not gonna be a long video, but yeah. So with that being said, man, what's good, YouTube? Y'all, it's your boy Reese in the Cut, back with y'all another video today. And as y'all know, if y'all don't know who I am, I'm a 21-year-old content creator from Illinois. I do financial advice, self-improvement, motivational videos, and educational videos just like this. Now our goal is to hit 30,000 subscribers, and at the rate we're going, I'm not gonna lie, dog, I think we can do it, bro. I feel like we can hit it. We like 8,000 subscribers away, but don't let that affect y'all, bro. Like, we've been growing really fast. Like, man, this is crazy. And as y'all boys can see, we on a 90-day run. No haircut, man, so bear with me today, y'all. You know, sorry for my presentation, but really not too worried about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just worried about dropping these gems and getting better, working, growing financially, mentally, and everything. So hey, if y'all on the 90-day run with me, y'all, you know, drop it down in the comment section, man. Everybody who joined in the way, joined the team, I love y'all. Appreciate all the positive comments. But today's video, bro, it should impact you guys' life, and if it impacts you guys' life, let me know down in the comment section, or inbox me at Reese in the Cut on Instagram. So yeah, further ado, man, let's hop straight into it, bro. So yeah, as y'all can tell by the title, man, you may be holding yourself back from being too comfortable. One thing I want to tell you guys, bro, especially as a man in today's society, one thing that I'm learning at the young age of 20 and 21 years old, this is one thing that I've definitely learned. As a man, you're always gonna be uncomfortable. You're never gonna be comfortable, bro. Especially the more financially stable that you want to get, the more you want to better your life, the more uncomfortable that you're gonna be. Being comfortable can be in many different ways, in many different aspects. Literally, being comfortable could be literally just binge watching Netflix all day, to the point where, or it could even be like to the point where you're just satisfied with making such and such an hour at your 9-to-5 job, and you're not even looking to increase income or get a side hustle or do anything, because you feel like, oh well, I'm gonna tire myself out. One thing I want to tell you, as a man, bro, you're gonna always be tired. That's one thing that they do not tell you. But if you want to better your life, you want to set yourself up for generational wealth, and or you want to retire at a young age, bro, you're gonna have to be uncomfortable. You're gonna have to find something on the side besides your 9-to-5 job. You're gonna have to get out of your comfort zone. No risk equals no reward. If you're not out here taking risks daily, not even daily, maybe weekly, daily, whenever you can, you're gonna be in the same situation. That is one thing that I had to realize myself. A year and a half ago, when I was comfortable at my 9-to-5 job at the warehouse, I was making $400 a week. I was getting paid $16 an hour. My checks were about $560 before taxes. They would drop down to probably like maybe roughly $500, $490 every single week. But I was living with my mom, and I wasn't really paying a lot of bills. I wasn't really doing anything. I was comfortable. But I knew in the back of my mind, I'm like, bro, I'm better than this. I need to be going harder. I need to be going out here. I need to be posting content. I need to be studying. I need to be finding new ways. I need to be learning new skills. I need to be picking up more hours. I need to be doing this. I'm about to be a grown man in the next year and a half, right? That's one thing. First off, being uncomfortable, you have to be real with yourself, because you're in that comfortable state of mind. You have to be real with yourself. If you sugarcoat it, bro, you're never gonna get out that state of comfortability. You know what I'm saying? But comfortability, bro, that is what leaves you with that mindset like, okay, I'm making this much, I'm getting by. And in today's society, we can't just afford to get by. I don't know who needs to hear this, but that situation that you in where you feel like you're making just enough, it's gonna feel like that for only a little while. That feeling it's only going to be for a little while. You want to know why? Because the world is continuously changing. Inflation is continuously going up. Now you go out there, you become uncomfortable, you make yourself uncomfortable, you find a high income skill. I promise you, this is coming from recent to cut. You will be impacted in a way that you never ever thought you would before. It will help your life out in the long run. Trust me, man. You know what I'm saying? So remember, the journey is always better than the reward. So it doesn't matter, even if you don't get what you're looking for when you become uncomfortable. One thing about it is, you know that you gave your all. You know that you gave your best. Michael Jordan once said, I can't accept failure, but I cannot accept not trying. You know what I'm saying? It never hurts just to try. You know, in this lifetime, you're gonna always, as a man, I'm trying to include my women there. Women got a little bit more easier, but as a man, you're gonna always be uncomfortable. If you have a family, you're gonna be uncomfortable. You gotta break your back. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure that you go out your way to get what they need. You know, at your job, you always gonna be on your toes, bro. Even if you're comfortable at that job, you're gonna become uncomfortable there too. So you might as well go learn a high income skill and be uncomfortable there. You know what I'm saying? Life is never gonna let you be comfortable. You may think you're comfortable for now, but that's gonna change, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was comfortable door dashing. I was comfortable doing Spark orders. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if you guys know what Spark is. You know, you go pick up the groceries, you drop them off to the house. I was comfortable with that. That's how I was living. And it didn't get me anywhere. The universe is only gonna give you what you put in. You know what I'm saying? You get out what you put in. So if you put in mediocre work, you'll get out mediocre results. Remember that. If you're going all in, you're making yourself uncomfortable, the universe is going to see that. God is going to see that. You know what I'm saying? You going out there and you doing this, bro. It's a lot of, okay, look, you got 80% of the people over here, they're comfortable, right? The other 20% over here, they're going hard, they're grinding, they're uncomfortable. Those are the people, that 20% over there, those are the people who are getting rewarded. You know what I'm saying? But those 80% over there, those are the people that they in the same boat. You notice how the most people who always complain never put in work? Y'all notice that? Y'all ever notice like how a lot of people, they complain, but they're always the people who never put in the work for anything. They always getting out of mediocre results. They're always asking, oh, why is this happening to me? Why I can't afford this? Why can I not go out there and live my life? It is all up to you. Take accountability as well. Accountability is a big thing in today's society. A lot of people, they don't want to take accountability. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they just want things handed to them and tossed at them, bro. It's just not gonna work. So how are we gonna fix this? How are we gonna fix you, get it out of that comfort mindset, right? First off, this is what I want you to do. I want you to embrace being uncomfortable. Go to the gym. Going to the gym made me uncomfortable. Why? I wasn't strong enough. I was weak. Lifting weights made me uncomfortable. And I'm telling you this. This is me telling you this. Lifting weights, going to the gym made me uncomfortable. I seen guys in there that was 10 times bigger than me. I seen girls in there who I know if I lift this and it gets stuck, I might get laughed at. It made me uncomfortable, but I want you to embrace it every single day. Every single day that you're doing something that makes you uncomfortable, I want you to embrace it. You want to know why? Because you're slowly breaking that habit of being comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And this is not just a financial video. This is for everyday life. You know what I'm saying? So refrain from fear. I want you to get rid of all fear. Being uncomfortable is gonna trick that mind. A lot of people, they're comfortable because they're scared. I want you to be real with me. Put down in the comment section, I am comfortable because yes, I am afraid. I was there too. Being on camera made me uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. I see the dark web, I see the dark internet, I see people talking crap about people, I see people like being mean and all type of stuff, but when you realize you have nothing to lose, you can't be worried about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I had to tell myself. But yes, it made me uncomfortable to come on here and talk for 10 to 15 minutes. Shit off the dome. Reading, or maybe reading notes. You know what I'm saying? I had a stuttering problem growing up as a kid. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't talk that well. But so coming on here made me uncomfortable. But I started to embrace it. I started and like, you know what I'm saying? I started to really get out of my comfort zone, and it really started to benefit my life. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to realize, that being uncomfortable is going to help you out financially, mentally, physically, every day. Everything of your everyday aspect life, being uncomfortable is going to help you. You never want to get too comfortable, right? Let's say you at that job, you at that 9-to-5 job, you're comfortable. It gets taken away from you. You get uncomfortable. Whether you like it or not, life is gonna force you to be uncomfortable at one point in time in your life. You can either be prepared because you already been in uncomfortable situations, or two, you can be unprepared and not know what to do when life hits down on you, because life is gonna hit whether you like it or not. Life hits everybody. It hits rich people, hits poor people, hits in the middle, doesn't matter. Life is gonna hit. But one thing you can choose to be is be prepared. You can already be that type of person. Oh, I've been in this type of situation before. Same thing I did to get in it, I'll be right out of it in a heartbeat. That is the art of being uncomfortable and making yourself uncomfortable, because you're already ready for what life has to hit you with or bring. You know what I'm saying? So financially, right? Investing is uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable because you want to know why. You don't know if what the thing that you're investing in is going to make you more money. You don't know. That's why I'm not gonna lie. You know, sometimes investing can be uncomfortable. Buying this camera was uncomfortable to me. This camera was $1,000. I was making $400 a week. Buying this camera made me uncomfortable, but it benefited me. I made double that, triple that. You know what I'm saying? That is the art of being uncomfortable. Sometimes you gotta go out there, you gotta step out your comfort zone. You gotta take a risk. You know, just buying this camera was a risk. I didn't have $1,000 to waste. You know, I was trying to save up to get a crib. I didn't have $1,000 to waste. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just the art of it, man. So embrace taking risks and embrace being uncomfortable. I want you guys, if you're an uncomfortable person, first off, before you can get to the financial aspect of this, I want you to go to the gym. I want a lot of my viewers, I'm gonna take you guys to the gym with me one of these days, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. When you're lifting those weights, it's resistance, right? It's resistance. What is life? Life is resistance. Life is not just gonna go how you want it to go. You gotta push. You gotta keep pushing, right? And then when those weights are up, sometimes life comes back down. What you gonna do? You keep pushing, right? But you're building up muscle. You're breaking down. When you are lifting, you are breaking down old muscle and is creating new tissue, stronger muscle in your body. Weightlifting and gym things are a very great example of life. You know, it really teaches you a lot, because after so long you done built up so much strong tissue in your body. When resistance comes back, you see how the biggest bodybuilders, they got a big amount of weight on them, and it's going up. You like, bro, how did they do it? They built up those skills of being uncomfortable for so long that when resistance comes, it's nothing to them. It's nothing. That's how you guys have to look at life. That's how you guys have to look at becoming financially stable, taking risk, going out your way, finding new high income skills, learning new skills. It's not gonna be easy, but being comfortable is not gonna stay easy either. So that's one thing I want you guys to realize. It may be easy staying comfortable right now, but it's not gonna be easy. Nothing's never gonna be easy. That's the whole point of this video. Nothing is ever gonna be easy. But if you go out there, you put in the work, you're gonna get what you're worth. Trust me. So man, I appreciate y'all for listening to me, man. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and make yourself uncomfortable. Go get uncomfortable, man. I promise you. Hey, if y'all enjoyed this content, y'all already know what to do. Y'all know I love this, man. So y'all know I'll be back with more videos, man. Hey, sting!